so we're getting the car up on some stands. We're gonna get the blow-off valve off. It's located right underneath here. We're gonna get it off so we can swap that spring out. We have a 11 psi and a 10 psi that came in it. There's a 12 psi in it right now, and it's just not opening like it should. It's a little bit too stiff, so it makes cool choo-choo noises, but we're gonna get that out and go with 11 psi because that's what it calls for what it's pulling at idle, what vacuum it's pulling at idle. So we're gonna get that swapped out. All right, let's see if we can pick anything up. Such a terrible position. I'm going to show you how to get this spring out and the new spring swapped in using the C-clamp. It makes it much easier. Alright, we're going to leave these two in because we want pressure on it so it doesn't blow up in our face. On it like this. Put my hand on it, put some weight on it, and I'm going to release the pressure from the clamp. I'm going to come up nice and slow. Okay, that's it. Alright, so this is the 12 psi spring. You can see it's real thick, less coils, but it's real thick, so it's going to make it stiffer. You have the 12, the 11, and the 10. So for what I'm pulling vacuum wise, Tile's chart shows that I'm going to need the 11 psi spring, so now we're going to swap that in. The 12 psi spring was too stiff and wasn't blowing off anything in the way I think of it, and I mean, I could be wrong, maybe somebody could correct me, but if the spring is too stiff and it's not relieving that pressure once the throttle plate closes, you get that compressor surge. It sounds cool, but it can slow the compressor wheel down, and that could probably make it harder for it to come back online. So I think, and I could be wrong, obviously relieving that pressure so the surge isn't going back into the compressor side of the housing, it should keep the compressor wheel spinning more. So we're going to swap in this 11 psi spring. Should be good enough, or should work better than it was before. Either way, put our hat back on, and now same thing, but in reverse. We're going to grab your C-clamp, center it, and start closing it up. Alright, the blow-off valve is back on. It's all tightened up, ready to go. Now we're going to install this belly pan. I really don't have a lot of room underneath this car, so I probably won't be trying to hold the camera and doing it at the same time. This thing is really awesome. Had a small little dent in it from shipping, but I just beat it back, no big deal. Alright, looks good. Let's get ready to put this on. Alright guys, we got the belly pan on now. Fits really good. The two front holes go to two factory location holes with just the M6 bolt, and there's two bolts in the back that you have to drill for. So you can slide underneath there. So there's just two bolts here. You have to drill for those two holes there. Yeah, just put some M6 bolts there with some lock nuts on the other side to hold it in. And looks like this spot is for the wastegates, the dump tubes. If you can see up in there or not. But yeah, came out really good. It was a super easy install. Maybe about 20 minutes total. Wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, we're all done. My little helper's down here. What do you think of the pan, buddy?
Amazing!
Why don't you take a look underneath there? How do you think it looks?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is it shiny?
Yep, it's very shiny.
You think that'll work good if we ever lose any fluids?
Yep, that looks like it would be good.
Perfect. All right.
Yep. Subscribe to our channel. Tom Wilderson.
Wilderson? Who's Tom Wilderson?
Don't worry about it.
Again, just another quick shot of the pan on the top side. That's really cool. But yeah, hopefully this helps keep down some of the dust and stuff flying around in here. Cool. Huge shout out to Cody Phillips for that. It's awesome. Alright, let's see if we can get a shot from the side so you guys can see how low this thing sits. It really doesn't sit any much lower. It's about even with the exhaust. So I don't think it should be a problem, but we'll see. Just thought it was even. I think the exhaust is sitting just a hair lower. It's really hard to tell, but oh, I'll never want to find out. That should be okay. Yeah.